Greetings, multiversal soul familia. Welcome back, grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, or grand rest, wherever you are, whenever you tune in. This is the May 15th morning, midday, and evening transmission. Today unfolds like a prophecy in slow motion, etched in light, softened by soul memory, and echoing with the promise of planetary renewal. A fresh wave of high-speed solar wind rolls in from a trailing coronal hole, scattering ionized petals into the field. Winds are cresting near 550 kms, laced with enhanced proton density. The sun murmurs with low-level M-class flirtations, potential for midday amplification. A soft hand moves through the unseen, energy grids shifting in preparation for an unlock at ancient etheric sites. Light encoded in crystalline bands under the Earth's crust pulses in harmonic alignment. Word through the intel streams. Another dormant frequency vault is ready to open, likely near the Himalayas. Yes, likely near the Himalayas. So, instead of word on the street, we're giving word on the intel streams. Word on the streams. Loving it. We're gonna keep it. Yes, we're gonna keep it. Word on the streams. Alright, yes. Moving along. Ancestral star codes will stir for those with soul contracts tied to Lemuria, Mu, or ancient cosmic diplomacy roles. Heart chakra fluttering, sometimes mistaken for anxiety, is one of several mystical side effects. Subtle heat moving up the spine or behind the eyes. Sacred memories returning in dream snippets or surreal waking deja vu. Have you ever woke up and forgot where you are because you were dreaming about being somewhere else? Drink water blessed with intention. Trace a figure 8 with your feet on the floor, left over right, right over left, whispering, I am encoded. I am remembered. I receive what I already am. Going into midday, galactic conditions are looking like X-ray flux holds steadily but elevated. New flare date suggests a building crescendo. Watch for an impulsive M-class burst, possibly late afternoon. Nothing disruptive yet, but auric fields may feel electric or crackly to the sensitive. G1 class is possible in the next 24 hours, with the KP index rising towards 4. Schumann holding around 7.83 Hz with the micropulses resembling heartbeat syncopation. In terms of white hat frequencies, the timeline triage in motion. Earth Guardians have begun stabilizing dimensional seams torn during past interference patterns. Certain elite technologies have quietly ceased functioning. Call it a divine firmware update. Soft disclosure lingers behind the curtain today. More people than usual will suddenly understand something they were never taught. What you might feel: sudden emotional waves of either grief, joy, awe, sometimes all at once. Prickly skin sensations or crown tingles. The urge to check in with old friends or follow a strange pull to a specific place. With this session, beloveds, I bring in a midday grounding ritual that was actually recently relearned after being out of practice for quite some time. This is breath work that I've become realigned with, and for the life of me I cannot remember the name of this particular breath work, but it is breathing in for 4, holding for 4, and then exhaling for 8, repeating that 4 times, but sometimes up to 6 times, or however long you really need to get grounded and affirm. I align with my highest available timeline with grace and clarity. Going into the evening, but before we go into the evening, you can find us over at the, what's it called? Just a Yogi doing burpees in his basement channel for some well-versed, well-implemented breath work from a certified instructor. I highly recommend. 20 out of 10 recommend. Yes. Now, going into the evening, as mentioned, solar winds continue with strong velocity. Geomagnetic fields remain moderately agitated, but not overwhelmed. While we go through this, Veil Walkers, Stargate Echoes, and Golden Recalibration episode, so to speak. Veil Walkers, I see you. Yes. The sky is quiet, but the field is not. White hat frequencies bring in evening contact. Not all will perceive it consciously, but messages from the cosmic councils are encoded into tonight's astral streams. A planetary harmonization pulse will pass through the grid around 9:30 p.m. UTC, best received in silence or in meditative music. I like to call this a sound bath. The white hat's current focus recalibrating the DNA song lines for those ready to activate phase 2 of our soul's missions. No matter how long you've been here, how mature you think you are, how much older and more well-versed and experienced than others you are in the astrals. Everyone who is fully aligned with their soul's mission is going into phase 2. You might experience a sensation of being watched over or accompanied. Vivid flashes of gold or violet light behind closed eyes. Unspoken knowing that something sacred has already shifted. Bringing in some grounding rituals for the evening as well. Yes. Feeling inspired to bring in some sandalwood into my collection of aromatics. Gazing at the sky and just really saying nothing for at least a minute. I mean, we're tired in the evening, right? Yes, gazing at the moon, if you like to gaze at the moon. I particularly am not much of a moon gazer anymore now that I realize what it truly is. However, I'm willing to place my hands over my heart and declare, I am ready. The gate is open. I walk in remembrance. This day may not be loud, but it will be monumental. It speaks in symbols, moves in spirals, and remembers through your body what your mind is just beginning to articulate and translate. We are not separate from what unfolds. We are the unfolding. And tonight, you may not quite understand the lingo just yet, but the stars will spell your name in soft light. And that is the message. I want to thank you so very much, Multiversal Soul Familia, for tuning in with much gratitude and appreciation. From my heart chakra to yours, brightest of blessings.